Danza, danza, fanciulla, al mio cantar. Danza, danza, fanciulla gentile, al mio cantar. Hozza che invita danza, 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 fanciulla gentile, al mio cantar. Danza, danza, al mio cantar.
That was the most amazing jive I've ever heard. Yeah.
That's an abomination.
What are you bumping on your stereo right now?
Oh
What are
my
you listening
God,
to?
I feel so ambushed. Radio Galaxy.
Do you know who Radio Galaxy is?
No idea who that is. No, I do not.
Does that sound like something? Does that sound like a white band or a black band?
Definitely sounds probably like a black band.
What would be black music? Do you think that there are categories?
I mean, I don't really consider any of my music to be put into categories by race. I listen to both black, white. Any kind of music that sounds good is kind of cool with me.
So do you listen to straight music? What would be your definition of white music?
What is that? Like, what is white music in 2012?
If you live near a strip mall, then the music you listen to is probably white music.
Do you listen to a lot of black music?
I do listen to a lot of black music, but then again, I was at the opera last weekend, so...
Do black people listen to opera?
Of course. Some of the greatest opera singers are African American.
Can you name one?
Jesse Norman.
Jesse Norman. Who is that?
I do like Coldplay, I like Radiohead, but I don't know. I know a lot of black people who listen to those music. Black people put me up on a lot of those artists, so...
I'm more of an R&B type. I love R&B.
What kind of music do you listen to?
R&B.
Is that black music?
Sure, why not?
Do you like R&B?
Yes.
Name somebody from R&B.
Well, he wouldn't. I don't know if he'd qualify. Gnarls Barkley isn't exactly R&B.
That's like kind of. It's like that's that Harvard Peacoat Negro rock. What do you feel about that?
I don't really know how to respond to that.
Would you say that's a stereotype?
A Harvard Negro pink.
Harvard Peacoat Negro.
Is this about music anymore?
I like rock and roll.
What?
I like Genesis, all of them, Rolling Stones.
You like Genesis?
Yes, whatever's hot and I like it, I go for it. I'm gonna say like all rap.
Would you say that?
All R&B.
Would you say that Genesis is white music?
No, it's rock and roll, classic rock and roll, and anybody can listen to rock and roll.
Would rap be considered black music to you?
No, rap is not black music. Rap is just a different form of expression. I think it's a little more aggressive, and there are gay rappers like Caswell.
Is he black?
No, he's white.
You don't believe that hip hop is a black music?
There is no color in music. I'm glad you didn't meet Hendrix and tell him that. There is no color in music, man.
Sometimes when I trip, I feel like I'm hanging out with Hendrix.
Well, it's not a human color. The color you see when you trip is a color, it's neon. You know, Santana, fucking Mexican, look at him.
He loves black chicks.
He should.
Yeah.
I do too.
That's like calling rock and roll white music when black people originated and created rock and roll.
Ozzy Brothers started rock and roll. They started out as a rock and roll band. Ozzy Brothers. And they
Break it down. Tell people who are the Isley Brothers.
The Ozzy Brothers is a classic, great R&B group who started rock and roll way back in the late 50s and stuff like that, along with Chuck Berry and all them.
This is true player gear in effect. The Isley Brothers were always coming through with the style.
Yes, they were.
My mom always said that Ronald Isley had to learn how to sing so he could get ladies because he was so ugly. Is that true?
Well, I mean, look at Mick Jagger. He's the ugliest person I know. He kills him. And he like, what, 80 now? And he's still rocking. So,
Now, wait, let me curious, guys, just out of curious, real quick question right now. What kind of music do you think that this guy right here listens to?
I don't know, some funk, like from the 70s.
Parliament Funkadelic, you got it.
Yeah,
You got it.
He's good, he's good. Now, what kind of music do you think that this guy listens to?
You got a little rap in him. You got a little rap R&B.
Do you listen to what some people assume to be white music?
I would say, yeah, I do.
Now, what is white music?
Probably anything that's on a top 40 radio station that suburban teenagers listen to.
like Nicki Minaj?
It's not just white or black, because a white person could be a rapper and a black person could be a country singer.
Mahalia Jackson is definitely black music, and my grandmother would argue to the death.
Don't title me. Don't title anything. I want to listen to whatever can make me dance or whatever, however I feel at the moment.
How about you? Do you feel that?
Yes and no. I mean, we need titles to kind of, have a genre and to have a group. You know what I'm saying?
It depends on how you're culturally raised. So if you're in a culture where there's a lot of hip hop, you're gonna grow up listening to hip hop. You're most likely gonna like it. Mm-hmm. But then again, as you grow up, you might hang out with other type of social environments and tend to like other music. For example, I'm Hispanic. I grew up around Dominicans. All I listened to was merengue, but then I got a taste for techno.
Music is one language that transcends all culture. Good music is undeniable.
Let's stay together, darling, forever and ever. Talking about good or bad, happy or sad. Come on now, let's stay together. Times are good or bad, happy or sad, come on! Check back next week for a new episode of StereoTypes, where we discuss people who pretend not to be hipsters, which happens to be the first defining characteristic of a hipster. Are you guys hipsters?
No.
Sometimes.